Hello, I'm Morgan McGee and I love Scentsy Club. I'm here to talk to you today about it and how to get more subscribers, how to get passive income, and how to free yourself up to be able to do more income producing things like networking and growing your team and all those things that you need to do in your Scentsy business. So over the last couple of years, I have built a very large Scentsy Club base. I have 70 subscribers right now, and I get about 1,300 to 1,400 PRV every single month from Scentsy Club alone. So I want to teach you how to do the same thing, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So if you're ready to start earning PRV from your club subscribers, your loyal customers, and their referrals, and make money while you sleep, then let's get started. So what is Scentsy Club and why is it important? Scentsy Club provides recurring revenue that you can build on every month. Remember to think of this as building a steady base and growing from that rather than just building a steady base. Scentsy Club gets people excited to try new products and get their favorite products on their own frequency, which is one thing that I love so much. It's very customizable. They can get it every 1, 2, or 3 months, and they can even set up multiple subscriptions, which some of my customers have. So that's really nice as well. But they get it on their own frequency and they can cancel at any time. They can go in and make changes at any time. Scentsy gives them plenty of time to make changes to their subscription before it ships as well, which is great. My customers love that flexibility. They love that warning of, hey, by the way, your subscription's shipping. If you're out of anything last minute, go ahead and add that to your subscription. Most importantly with Scentsy Club, it frees up your time to go out and meet more new people, network, party, recruit, all the things that we need to do for our business. It gives you that jump start on your PRV for the month where you can have more time to go do those important things for your business. Imagine if you started the month, you woke up on the first of the month and you see that 0, but you know you have 200 or 300 or 500 or 1,000 PRV coming in that month from Scentsy Club customers. It's such a relief, and it allows you that cushion and that comfort while also freeing up so much time for you to be able to do your follow-ups and your networking and all of those important things in your business. Because we can't ever just rely on a Scentsy Club base of customers and that be all. We need those loyal VIP customers, but we also have to make sure we're networking to continue to grow our business. Now, Scentsy Club has the new referral and rewards program, which is a great way to get new customers, but we also have to be networking on a higher level in addition to that. So when you have that guaranteed PRV when you start your month from Scentsy Club, that gives you the foundation of your PRV for the month, which allows you to set your PRV goal higher than you normally would. I used to set my PRV goal at 2,000 PRV minimum every month. That was back before Scentsy Club. That was when I was just partying and networking outside of Scentsy Club orders. Now that I have those Scentsy Club orders, I'm able to up my PRV goal to typically 4,000 a month because I can make way more, I can do way more PRV because I already have that foundation of over 1,000 PRV just coming from Scentsy Club. So if I'm still doing the other activities in my business that I need to do, then that allows me to do way higher PRV than I could do if I didn't have all those Scentsy Club subscribers. So let's talk about how to build a Scentsy Club customer base. The first most important thing is going to be consistent conversations. Any aspect of your business is going to thrive if you're consistent in that area. Same goes for Scentsy Club. If you're not having consistent conversations, it's going to be a lot harder to grow your customer base. If you are sharing on social media about Scentsy Club and you're putting, signage in your mail outs about Scentsy Club or in your customer orders, but you're not having the actual conversations when you're following up, that is going to be a huge area that you're going to be missing out on new subscribers. The most important aspect of any area of your business is going to be one-on-one conversations, whether that's Scentsy Club, booking parties, recruiting, it doesn't matter. It's all about personal one-on-one conversations. That is where you're going to get the most subscribers. That is where it's going to feel personal to them. And that is where you're going to be able to best explain things to them for their specific benefit and need. So you really want to look at what is this specific customer in need of when you are having that Scentsy Club conversation with them. Why would they benefit from Club? So let's talk a little bit more about that. So all of this starts with getting to know Scentsy Club, how it works, having a Scentsy Club of your own, at least have a whiff box, or if you can only afford one bar, have something. Know how Scentsy Club works, know how the program works, know how the perks work, know how the whole system works. Log into your Scentsy Club, manage your subscription, edit your subscription, play around with it, know how to help your customers in that area. It's very, very important to know how Scentsy Club works and to have a Scentsy Club of your own so that you can promote that to your customers, so you can share your excitement for that with your customers. You can go live on Facebook and unbox your Scentsy Club every month and explain those perks every single month. I explain what Scentsy Club is every single chance I get, whether it's in a follow-up or on social media, whatever it is. I'm saying, hey, this is an LTO scent. You can get this through Scentsy Club once it's sold out, but if not, it's going to sell out. Just plant little seeds like that here and there. If at all possible, if you can have a whiff box in your Scentsy Club, that is what I highly recommend having if you can't have anything else. The reason for that is you can kind of kill 3 birds with 1 stone with a whiff box. You can unbox that whiff box live on Facebook or Instagram, whatever social media platform you use, and you can show the whiff box, you can show the value of that whiff box, you can promote Scentsy Club at the same time, because you can say, hey, I got this for $27 through Scentsy Club, or half price through Scentsy Club, here's how you can do the same. And you have so many products that you can sample out, you can use yourself and market whatever you want to do with those products. You have a variety of products to use for a very, very low price compared to what you would have paid for that. Plus, you get additional commission on that. So if you can't have anything else in your Scentsy Club, have a whiff box. For me, a whiff box is my biggest in for Scentsy Club. It is my easiest way to get customers into it because I do get a whiff box for myself every month. I consistently market that. I consistently send that out in text to my customers, and I talk about that. And when they see that whiff box and they want that whiff box, I always recommend getting that through Scentsy Club so they can get that additional 10% off at the least. And then I will explain to them farther, well, if you need to buy anything else, if you need to spend $60, you can get that whiff box for $15. So that is where knowing those perks and personalizing it to that specific customer comes in, and it's so, so important. I can't stress that enough. So when you're doing your follow-ups, really think about with each specific customer, how can Scentsy Club benefit this person? Did they buy a limited time offer wax? Will it be discontinuing? Did they buy a Bring Back My Bar? Or is there a Bring Back My Bar scent that they love? Do they buy from you very frequently? Do they buy from you at least once a month? Do they buy from you multiple times a month? They're spending a lot on shipping. Are they running out of things, and when they run out of it, it's too late and they're like, oh, I wish I wouldn't have ran out of my counter clean. I forgot to reorder it. Now I've been without it. Those kinds of things those are what you want to look for. So someone who is running out of their counter clean needs to be in Scentsy Club so that they don't run out of that. Someone who ordered an LTO, a limited time offer wax scent, and loved it, they need to be in Scentsy Club so they can lock in that bar and get it as long as they want it after it's sold out, or a scent of the month, or a Bring Back My Bar, whatever that was for them. So if anyone is interested in a whiff box, make sure you try to convert that over to Scentsy Club. At least tell them about it. They may not want to do it right away, but they may later. So if they are a little bit interested, make sure you write them down, put them on your Scentsy Club prospect list, and then you can follow back up with them the next month. Be like, hey, did you love your whiff box? If they did and they want to get another one, you can say, hey, do you want to get that for $27 this month? Another thing is if you have customers that have fan systems, wall fans, mini fans, Scentsy Go, air purifiers, those require pods, and they can get those on that regular basis. And the same goes for the air purifier filters. They can get those on a regular basis. So all of my Scentsy Club customers who have an air purifier, they have filters on their Scentsy Club subscription for the frequency that they need those filters, and they can also get that 10% off of that, or they can get it for half price. So there's so many different things your customers can do with their subscription. If they love a scent that comes in a brick through Scentsy Club, make sure they know about that. They may not see that when they're going through and looking at the different things they can add to their club. So make sure you're personalizing those conversations as much as possible. If they love sugar cookie, they deserve to know that sugar cookie comes in a brick and they can get access to that only through Scentsy Club. There's so many ways that your customers can benefit from this, but they will never know if you don't have those conversations consistently. And I do have a QR code that I'm going to provide to you at the end of this presentation. So make sure you scan that at the end. It's going to take you to a document with all of my Canva templates for my Scentsy Club signage that I use, as well as verbiage that you can use for your customers. So it's going to have verbiage for selling whiff boxes, converting whiff boxes to Scentsy Club customers, following up with Scentsy Club customers, how you can explain Always Get My Bar to them, how you can explain the referral and rewards programs. All these things are going to be in that document. All the templates that I use that are tried and true that do work. So make sure you check that out at the end of this. Do not miss that. So remember, consistency is key with these conversations. Just like you have to be consistent in asking people to book parties or to join, these conversations are just as important if you're working on building your club base. Consistency is key. This is also a great recruiting tool. If you have Scentsy Club customers who are spending a lot of money with you or just being loyal to you every single month, they would make great team members, and they need to know that. So something you can do is reach out to those people and tell them, hey, this is how much money you've spent with me over the last 3 months. This is how much you could have made back on that purchase. Clearly you love Scentsy. I think you would be great at being a consultant. I think you would really enjoy it. Have you thought about joining? So that is a really good way to convert customers into team members. So number 1 with building your customer base was consistent conversations. Number 2 is going to be consistent marketing and advertising, which I've talked about a little bit already. But you need to have that Scentsy Club subscription that you are going live with every single month, explaining the perks, explaining what the benefits are of Scentsy Club, why you love Scentsy Club, how much you paid for your whiff box versus how much someone would pay on your website, what the value of it is. If the value of the whiff box is $60 and you tell people that you got it for $15, that's gonna be a light bulb moment for them. They're gonna be like, okay, maybe I need to do that. How do I do that? So that is a great way. But if you are consistent in talking about, we have new LTOs almost every single week. So if you are consistent in talking about those LTO fragrances that just came out and how they can lock it in with Scentsy Club, Always Get My Bar, if you're consistent in that, people are going to hear that enough times that they're eventually going to want to try it. So some of the things I do consistently for my customers, I put Scentsy Club signage in every single mail out or every single local order. Anything that goes into my customers' hands has Scentsy Club information on it. And like I said, that QR code will have a link to the Canva template that I use. It explains the perks. It has referral and rewards highlighted at the top so they can start to use that referral link or know that they can get a referral link to refer their friends to earn points on their orders. All those things are on that postcard that I stick in everything that goes into my customers' hands. Again, I unbox my Scentsy Club order every single month and I explain the perks when I'm unboxing that live. I'll either do it live or I'll do it in my stories. So either way, but live is always best, of course, because you're more connected with your customers, you're more, you can interact with them live. So that's always best if you can do that. I also send out extra special happy mail to my Scentsy Club customers. They get a little bit extra because they are my VIP customers who are most loyal to me. So I'm going to do a little bit extra for them every month. When I do that, I will share that on social media as well. And I do encourage my Scentsy Club subscribers to tag me when they get their happy mail from me so that their friends can see that as well. You could also tag your customers If you're sharing in your stories a picture or a video of the Happy Meal that you're putting together specifically for your Scentsy Club VIPs, you could tag your Scentsy Club VIPs in that. If you have a VIP group, that's a great way to do that too. Another fun thing I do, and you could do this in your VIP group too, I have a fun little video that I pre-recorded that I use in my stories every time I get a new Scentsy Club subscriber. It's a little fun video with a song to it, and I'm throwing confetti in the air, and I will share that video in my stories, and I will tag that person, and I'll say, hey, welcome to the club. I'm so excited you're going to start getting discounts and all these fun things. Tag that person. That way their Facebook friends will see it, or their Instagram friends will see it, and they may be interested as well. So that is a good networking tactic, a good Scentsy Club networking tactic. And also your current customers or your current followers will see that too. So it may get some interest. It may give them some FOMO, like, hey, everybody's joining the club, I need to be in the club, kind of thing. So number one for building your customer base, or for building your Scentsy Club base, was consistent conversations. Number two was consistent marketing and advertising. Number three is going to be systems to keep you on track. If the word systems intimidates you, just a piece of paper, a list, something to write things down on so that you can keep track. Or if you use your Amy app or whatever it is that you use for your follow-up system, for keeping track of who's interested in Scentsy Club, reach outs when you need to reach back out and remind them, hey, you forgot to sign up for Scentsy Club. I know we had talked about it. That is so important. People will be very upset if they forget and then they aren't reminded. People need to be reminded. People forget. I forget everything. If people didn't remind me to do things, I would absolutely not do anything. If I didn't have alarms set throughout the day to tell me to do things, I would get nothing done. So many times I leave things in my cart on a website and I forget to buy it, and then I get a reminder email from them saying, hey, there's something in your cart, and I'm like, oh crap, I need to go get that. So make sure you're following up and reminding your customers, but also keep track of who your customers are in Scentsy Club, what their frequency is, what they're ordering, are they taking advantage of certain perks? Is there something they may not know about? Maybe they don't know about bricks. Maybe they're getting a sugar cookie bar in their subscription, but they don't know that there's a brick option. Maybe they've never bought a whiff box, so you need to tell them, hey, you know you get a whiff box for half off. These are the things that are so important. Know your customers, know what they love, know what is in their subscription already and what they could take advantage of. And I do have verbiage on this for if you don't really know like where to start or what exactly to say. I do have verbiage for that as well in that document that the QR code is going to take you to. So that'll be very helpful. So what I do is I personally use the Amy app, and I will mark my customers as Scentsy Club customers or Scentsy Club prospects, depending on what they are. And I have a set day every week that I follow up. So if I need to follow up with someone about joining Scentsy Club, that will be the day I do it. That's how I hold myself accountable. That's how I have, my schedule set to where I know exactly what I need to be doing, when I need to be doing it. That is what I mean by systems. Some way to stay organized, some way to keep up with things. Same way with my customer mail for my Scentsy Club customers. I send that mail out once a month. Everyone who has an order bill that current month is going to get mail from me that month. So they must have an order billing that current month to get mail. I usually send that out about the third week of the month, and that is how that's my system for that. What I like to do is send cheap, light things. I try to get things that are light to mail, things that are thin. I try not to spend a significant amount on the postage because I do have tons of subscribers. So even when you're first starting and you only have a few subscribers, try to keep it as low cost as possible. It doesn't need to be anything extra extravagant, crazy. Just make them feel valued, make them feel extra valued. Maybe give them a bigger sample than someone else got, or maybe give them an extra sample. Maybe give them all 4 summer samples, summer wax samples instead of 1, or maybe give them 2 instead of 1. Just little things like that, just to make them feel a little bit extra special, and just thank them for being in Scentsy Club and tell them how important that is to you, that you love that they're saving money, but it's also helping you so much, helping your family, whatever it is that it's helping. Make sure your customers know that. They need to be connected with you. What I want you to think about is, what if you were to wake up on the first of the month, when you did 500 PRV or 1,000 or 2,000 PRV, whatever your goal was for that month, and you wake up that next morning on the 1st and all of a sudden everything's at 0 again? What if you could wake up that first morning of the month and you see that 0, but you know that you have 200 or 300 or 500 or 1,000 PRV coming in that month from Scentsy Club? Think about how that would feel if you knew that. Think about how you would feel if you were able to go on vacation with your family and fully unplug and make what we call beach money. While you're on the beach with your family, you have Scentsy Club customers ordering, you have those subscriptions rolling in, you don't even have to worry about it. It's just happening in the background while you're enjoying that time with your family. Think about how that would feel if you could do that because of Scentsy Club. The other thing I love is when you go to sleep and you have 200 PRV and you wake up and you have 500 PRV because Scentsy Club subscriptions build that day or that night. So think about how you would feel if you had these things. Write down that feeling. Write down how that would make you feel. Because there is power in, first of all, writing things down, but there's also power in envisioning things. Having a vision and knowing the exact feeling you would feel if you made those things happen. That is going to be your internal motivation that's going to make you make those things happen. So write down that feeling. Write down, here's how I would feel if I woke up on the 1st of the month and had 200 PRV that was going to go in that month. What do I need to do to make that happen? So once you've wrote down how that's going to make you feel, write down one key takeaway from today that you can go home and implement as soon as, or tomorrow. Implement tomorrow. One thing that you could implement tomorrow that is going to help you build your Scentsy Club customer base. So write down that one key takeaway that would make the most positive impact on your business if you were to implement that tomorrow. So I'm going to provide the QR code to you at the end of this, but I wanted to say thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to teach you about Scentsy Club. I really hope that you took some value from this. I hope that it helps you to grow your club customer base so big so that you can free up more time to go network, to go party, and just have that comfort every month in knowing that you have that PRV coming in and you have those awesome loyal customers that you can then convert into team members. I hope that this helped. I appreciate you giving me your time and just allowing me to be here. So thank you so much.